Sometimes the hardest truth to face is that not every act of love comes from a loving place. A gentle hand can still be controlling. Sweet words can hide an agenda. Many women grow up believing that love means sacrifice, endurance, or fixing someone. But that belief can make you blind to manipulation. When you feel constantly confused, guilty, or like you're walking on eggshells around someone you love, that's not chemistry. That's control. Hi love, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that many women experience but often can't name at first. 7 signs of manipulative behavior hidden in the name of love. Stay until the very end of this video because I'll share how you can protect yourself emotionally and rebuild your self-trust, the missing piece that can free you from any unhealthy pattern. Before we dive in, let me tell you a story. You've probably heard of the myth of Bluebeard, retold by Clarissa Pinkola Estes in Women Who Run with the Wolves. Bluebeard was charming and generous at first. He gave his new wife access to everything, but forbade her from opening one door. When she discovered the truth, that behind the door were the remains of his previous wives, she understood the danger she was in. Carl Jung called these hidden aspects the shadow, parts of ourselves or others we refuse to see. In manipulative relationships, the shadow is disguised as care, devotion, or passion. Understanding these patterns is how you protect your soul. Let's go through 7 signs. As we go, notice if any of these feel familiar. This isn't about shame. It's about awareness and reclaiming your power. Sign 1. Love bombing at the start. It begins like a fairy tale. Intense attention, gifts, constant messages, making you feel like you're the one within days or weeks. Love bombing overwhelms your nervous system. In psychology, it's called intermittent reinforcement, the same mechanism that creates addiction. It floods you with dopamine, so you bond quickly before you can think critically. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." If you've ever wondered why you fell too fast for someone who later hurt you, this is why. Healthy relationships grow slowly. They don't need grand gestures to prove worth. Sign 2. Subtle guilt tripping disguised as care. They say things like, "I only worry because I love you," or "I did all this for you. How could you do that to me?" Guilt tripping works because we're social beings. We fear rejection. Social psychology studies show that guilt increases compliance, especially in close relationships. Healthy care respects your autonomy. It communicates needs directly, without shame. A manipulator's care feels heavy, like a debt you owe. Real care feels like support. Sign 3. Isolating you from your support system. It may start small. Jokes about your friends, questioning your family's intentions, or discouraging you from seeing people. They might say, "It's just us against the world," or "Your friends don't really get you like I do." Over time, you find yourself more and more alone, and therefore more dependent on them. Jung talked about individuation, becoming your full self. Anyone who loves you should support your connections, not shrink your world. Research on abusive relationships shows isolation is a key predictor of escalation. This isn't romance, it's control. Sign 4. Shifting blame. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is rewriting events, denying what happened, or calling you too sensitive. Over time, it erodes your sense of reality. Psychologists say chronic gaslighting creates cognitive dissonance. Your memory says one thing, their words say another. you begin to doubt yourself. Healthy partners can disagree, but still validate your perception. Manipulators, on the other hand, twist the narrative until you feel crazy. Ask yourself, do I feel more confused after every argument? That's often a sign of gaslighting. Sign 5. Withholding affection to control you. When you comply with their wishes, they're sweet. When you don't, they go cold, silent, or withdraw affection. This is the same principle used in training animals: intermittent reward and punishment. Behavioral psychologists show that unpredictable rewards create stronger bonds than predictable ones. That's why slot machines are addictive. But healthy love is not a slot machine. It's consistent, supportive, and not a tool to manipulate you. Sign 6. Making you doubt your worth. This can be overt insults or subtle digs disguised as jokes. No one else would put up with you. Or, you're lucky I'm so patient. It chips away at your confidence, making you more compliant. Carl Jung wrote, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Anyone who chips away at your self-worth is blocking that privilege. Research shows verbal and emotional abuse often precede physical abuse. Recognizing it early protects you. Sign 7. Crossing your boundaries, then apologizing dramatically. They push your limits, maybe with your time, your body, your privacy, then make big apologies, sometimes with tears or gifts. This cycle of harm and reconciliation creates what psychologists call trauma bonding. The intense highs and lows release oxytocin and adrenaline, making the bond feel intoxicating. Love respects your boundaries consistently, even when it's inconvenient. True intimacy is steady, not dramatic. If you've recognized yourself in any of these signs, take a deep breath. Awareness is the first step. Naming manipulation breaks its spell. Jung's work reminds us, what we don't face controls us. What we face, we can change. Here's the part most people forget: rebuilding self-trust. That means listening to your intuition. When something feels off, don't dismiss it. Keep small promises to yourself. Surround yourself with supportive people who reflect your worth back to you. The stronger your sense of self, the harder it is for manipulation to take root. I'd love to know, have you ever experienced one of these signs? Which one resonated most with you? Share your story in the comments. Your words could help another woman feel less alone. If this video spoke to you, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. Share it with a friend who might need to hear this today. And remember, awareness is the first step to freedom. And freedom is the foundation of healthy love. Thank you for spending this time with me. See you in the next video. Love.